The Parasite, an original poem. It grows as I grow, and it shrinks as I shrink. The parasite existed before my birth, before I did. When my parents saw black and white me on the ultrasound, they were thrilled. I was not their first parasitic child, but my father's second and mother's third. At first, I didn't notice it all that much. I'd even talk about its future like it was a friend. As age stretched my legs and swelled my torso, though, the parasite's presence stopped being a delight. I feel it constantly, sitting stationary in my lower belly. It grows as I grow, and it shrinks as I shrink. My older sister has one too, but hers has been something wonderful to her. Her parasite actually is a friend. It respects her and gives back what it takes. Her non-parasite, her friend, has offered her 2 beautiful treasures, and a third is soon to follow. I've tried to voice my thoughts on my parasite before, but the glances I get are all concern. How am I to make them understand that this thing inside of me is poisoning my brain? I lay awake at night, feeling it shift and settle inside of me, a house that's mistaken for its home. It grows as I grow, and it shrinks as I shrink. I know of ways to remove it. I've heard stories of others who've defeated their parasites. But the only way for me to confront mine will be painful, it seems. I would sooner use a rusty razor blade to remove it than let it feed any longer. How would it feel, I often wonder, to do it all myself? I would dig my hands inside of my pale flesh and bite down on a towel to keep from screaming. It would fight me, but I'd rip it free with pink and red beneath my fingernails. It grows as I grow, and it shrinks as I shrink. Will that be the way I have to go? Will my only weapons be my fingers? I desperately want to find a team to battle it with me, but all have turned their eyes away. Each time I talk about it to somebody I trust, I can feel the parasite laughing. I have another with a parasite of her own. Not my parents' child, but a sister nonetheless. She tells me often that she understands what I mean, but can't imagine it for herself. Hers is like my sister's, a friend whom she loves. I envy them both. It grows as I grow, and it shrinks as I shrink. In moments of lunacy, I've genuinely considered my prior fantasy. I'd rip it out and set it on fire, watching as it thrashed and blackened until I could no longer hear its laughter. I would end up dead in the process, but at least I would be dying entirely myself. Have you talked to your therapist about this? It's your womanhood. It's what makes you you. No words have ever set my sights as red as those ones did that night. I don't have a womanhood, Father. I have a parasite. It grows as I grow, and it shrinks as I shrink. But one day, I will finally confront it. One day, I will finally remove the parasite from within me. One day, I will finally be free. It won't grow as I grow, nor shrink as I shrink, ever again.